Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we're covering an open world farm build, and more specifically, the fastest one in the game. This build is for high resonance barbarians, and the build itself is adaptable to all resonance, but the speed and playstyle differs, and I prefer to show that in additional videos since I think it'll be more educational for people to watch the playstyles. For paragon we're using treasure hunter. The additional globes is still your best bet for paragon tree. Numerous globes will increase your farm speed, energy to refill your whirlwind, frenzy to cut through mobs faster, etc. For set pieces, we're using 4-piece Grace and 2-piece Vithus. Grace will add additional damage in numerous ways that we'll cover, and 2-piece Vithus is to extend the duration of your sprint and Wrath of the Berserker. For general gear pieces and reforges, it's important to have as much beneficial effect duration as possible. Ideally, you want to have sprint and Wrath of the Berserker capable of being up 100% of the time. Awakened gear slots will help us as well, which is what makes this a high resonance build. For skills we're using Lacerate, Sprint, Wrath of the Berserker, Whirlwind, and Ground Stomp. First up is Lacerate, and we don't use any essences. In fact, we hardly use the ability at all, but we had to pick something. This gets more use for lower resonance when using this build, but it's basically ignored for high reso. We're using Sprint with Hell's Legacy and Second Breath. There are variations that use Lasting Hate for a helm, but for players with slots awakened, it's not needed. As mentioned, I'll cover these builds in a separate video. Hell's Legacy will add a fire trail behind you, and this is also benefited from Grace. Second Breath increases the duration of sprint to help us reach that 100% uptime. Wrath of the Berserker with Sundered Legacy, and this provides an AoE burn effect that allows us to just run through mobs and apply a massive dot. This is also benefited from Grace. Whirlwind with Ferocious Gale and Bitter Wind. This will provide some more AoE and also proc Firestorm from our fire trails and AoE aura. In addition, our Whirlwind damage is buffed, and now allows us to move at full speed while channeling. Ground Stomp with Shattered Ground. This leaves a lasting ground effect, which you can drop on elites or when you need some Whirlwind energy to recharge. Playing this build is short and simple. Keep Sprint and Wrath of the Berserker active 100% of the time, or as much as possible. Use Whirlwind for as short duration as possible to do any additional damage needed to finish off packs. Leave your Ground Stomp on higher health packs, or if you need energy to recharge. This build is beyond broken for high resonance players, so do the community a solid and fill your party before going out to farm if you use this build. I'll leave some additional gameplay at the end so you can see just how insane the build is. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have a great day.
How your blood will gush from your veins.